This isn't a video to convince you to buy a bunch of tools or anything. I mean, I'm swimming in tools and I'm not any happier for it. That's not true. I love having tools. This is a video to convince you to buy more tools. Here's my essential tools. I was really tempted to title this video something like 137 tools you need to renovate your old house, but then I realized that you don't need to overcomplicate it. I think a lot of people start thinking that they need to acquire more and more tools, or that they can't tackle a home project because they don't have the right tools, whereas it's actually a lot simpler than that and you can get by with a lot less. It's probably boring to start with measuring tools, but a tape measure is probably my most used tool. These are great. I like 16 feet. I think it's great size. It's easy to clip onto my pants and you can measure just about anything in the house. A square is invaluable when cutting anything. I like this, what is this? A combination square, but you can also use those speed squares. I use this because I do a lot of furniture building and I think these are really helpful in that. I have a couple different levels, but really this torpedo level is super useful for anything around the house. It's a little small for doing framing and such, but you can get by and do a halfway decent job. 4-foot level will be a lot easier for that too. You should definitely get a stud finder. This one's terrible, don't buy it. It rarely works and I need to upgrade it. Buy pencils. I want to do a whole video about trying to find the perfect pencil, but really just like a wood pencil and a knife to sharpen it. And I can't find it currently, but a chalk line is really nice for laying out tile, for building a fence, for a lot of different things. It's pretty useful. Just a quick disclaimer before we continue. I like to call myself like a professional homeowner or something. I don't know what that means, but I don't have any formal training or experience in construction. And I have DIY renovated a number of homes now, but usually with the assistance or guidance of a professional. So don't take my advice verbatim because I don't really know what I'm talking about, but I've learned a lot and I want to share some of that. The rhythm that I've kind of developed for this 1940s gut remodel is that up here in the attic when I added a bathroom and I did all the framing and gutting, and then the plumber came in, laid down all the pipe, and then I finished the space and install fixtures and do tiling and such, and that's how I've been approaching most projects. Let's talk about saws. This is my favorite saw. This is a small saw and I love this. It's super lightweight. I do in demo or framing, I'll have to do a lot of cutting upside down or at weird angles, and a small light saw like this is perfect. You don't need anything huge. A grinder is super useful. This is like a flat disc because I think I was shaping sculpture with it, but you can get a cutoff wheel and I removed a lot of old cast iron pipes and I have cut a tub in half in order to get it out of the bathroom. And then I resisted on the oscillating multi-tool for a number of years because it was kind of expensive, but now that I have one, I wish I had gotten it sooner and I regret it 0%. Now, if you are cutting, you need proper PPE. Always wear your PPE. Safety glasses, earplugs, and gloves. A big part of renovating an old house is tearing it apart, and using a good hammer goes a long ways. I like just like a steel shaft. This is a 16-ounce hammer. You have a nice claw there. You can beat things out of the way. If you need more leverage, you can use a crowbar. And then if something really doesn't come out, you can always pull out the Sawzall. And this is amazing. Definitely another purchase that I do not regret at all. I think a drill and driver combo is one of the first purchases that you should make, and get a good one. I've had this DeWalt drill for 15 years and it has gone well. I've gone through a couple batteries over the time, but this is amazing. I love it. 90% of the time I have a countersink drill bit combo thing on here, and it does great for most of what I'm doing. I also have a collection of drill bits here. This needs to be refilled. I'm missing some drill bits there. And then I have one of those pocket hole jigs. This is like the cheapest one you can get. You have to clamp it onto whatever you're working. It comes with a clamp. I do not want to upgrade to the nicer one because I find this super flexible. The drill is for making holes and the driver is for putting things in them. I really do think it's a good idea to separate those two tasks. This will drive a screw into a piece of wood a lot better. It makes a lot of noise, but it has a lot more power into it. For anything where you need a little bit more control, then screwdriver is great. I've been putting a lot of cabinets together and it's wonderful. I want to try and power through a couple of these smaller things. Paint supplies are great. I like to have a normal spatula, a multi-spatula, and then I just got this caulking tool. That's really nice. Sanding block and sandpaper, and then, paintbrush. I have a couple hand tools that I think are super essential. A chisel for like chiseling outdoor hinge mortises and such. Needle nose pliers and channel lock. I think those are great. And then a vice grip is pretty nice to have too. I have pretty limited electrical tools because I don't do a whole lot, just like wiring outlets, but I have a wire stripper and then an electrical tester, a crescent wrench, and roll of tape, and then one of these like quick release pump action clamps is really nice if you're just working alone. Now, if you want to talk about some luxuries or like nice to have tools, then I think anything on a stand qualifies. The table saw, the chop saw here, they've entered my workflow as kind of essential tools, but I did get by without them for a while, and just like a good circular saw with one of those clamp-on guides or a square and a practiced steady hand. And you can do a lot of the things that these tools provide if just a little bit slower. I think a pneumatic nailer falls into this camp too. This is really nice. I have a brad nailer. I want a framing nailer, but don't have one now. I also have like a like small pancake air compressor, which is really nice for like blowing off stuff like this. I mean, look how much of a mess I've made over here. But you know, if you don't have one of these, then a hammer works great. And then a track saw is a luxury that I kind of regret. It's super cool. It's very, very nice to have, but it's expensive. It's a little fiddly, and you know, I have this big track that I have to store. The saw is kind of heavy. I haven't decided yet if I like it or not. Now, tools I regret. There are not a ton of them because I try to make smart purchases, but like a big bit collection, these are kind of annoying. It's hard to get them in and out, and whenever I buy a pack of specialty screws, it comes with the bit that I need, so kind of silly. The jaw horse I thought would be super useful as I'm like doing a lot of work by myself, and I've used it a couple times, but I just don't think to use it, or it's big and heavy. I don't know. It's a bit of a regret, and it was a little expensive. I bought a, I don't even know what you call this, hammer stapler, tack stapler, and it sucks. It jams up a lot, and it's one of those things where I used it for like a day, and I can't think of another time that I'm going to use it again. Okay, thanks for watching that. I'm a little bit at a loss of what to do on my home renovation because I'm waiting on vendors, waiting on material delivery. So I just made this quick little fun video talking about my tools, and I hope that you enjoyed it and that you subscribe for more future videos. I probably missed some of my best tools, and I'll remember it like tomorrow. I'm like, oh, I should have included that one. But, oh well, bye.